Hey, leaders, thank you for leading this Sunday, May 5th. So if you don't know already, Nikki and I will be out of town. We will be in Wasilla with the 4th through 7th grade crossover retreat. We have, I believe, about 60 people going between campers, student leadership, and adults. So it should be absolutely phenomenal. But that is where Corey, Nikki, and I will be for the weekend, and Josh Gatlin. So, no, Josh Gatlin's coming back. Josh Gatlin's coming back. He'll be there until Saturday night late. And Josh Travis, he's coming to cook all the food, and he's leaving Saturday night after dinner too. All right, anyway. So this Sunday, you will be studying 1 John chapter 3, verses 11 through 18. I have a video for you to use for the teaching session, which you are fully welcome to augment, supplement, all that kind of stuff. Talk through, ask questions, answer questions. It's a Phil Vischer video on what is a Christian on this particular passage. It will stream through Right Now Media, which I will do my very best to leave up and ready to go. Do not worry about trying to use ProPresenter for expectations and all that kind of stuff. Just don't even go there. Just use the video, because you're going to have to go between screens and things like that. So just don't. But you'll do Holy Spirit moment, all that kind of stuff. And then your activity. So the video is about 10 minutes long. Most of your time is going to be an application activity, and I would teach all of the children together for Hillside, continue as you normally do for Huffman, and because you're going to be missing so many of your bigger kids anyway, so just keep them together. You're going to play a game that is a love-hate game, because that's kind of what our passage is about, is what does it mean to love and what does it mean to hate. And so the kids are going to, for the game, get a piece of paper, and Nikki has a huge stack of scrap paper ready to go. Write love at one side or hate at the other, or, because we'll have plenty of non-readers, just put a heart on one side and an X on the other, whatever works. And they're going to either write or draw at least 3 things on each side that are things that they love or things they hate. So they might draw a pizza, they might draw a dog, and they might draw a book. They might write book. You get what I mean? And then for hate, they might draw, I don't know, broccoli and whatever, okay? Make sure that you mention we're not putting anybody's names on either side, so that that's just real clear. We're not gonna talk about people when we're talking about hating. So that's just not a thing. We can say we hate fighting. We hate people who are mean with their words, something like that. But they're not going to put a name there. Not okay. So, but they're all going to do this in silence with a little bit of room between them, so that then when you call time, they're all going to get up and go mix up and talk to people. And when they come across someone else with the same thing on their paper out of a love or a hate, they're just going to put a mark, so that they mark how many of the same things other people love and hate. And it can't just be, I would say, it has to be things that are on their paper, not, oh, I hate that too, but it's not on their paper. I mean, if you're having trouble finding things to match, you could do that. But the whole point is to go around and find commonalities among people. Then after you do that, because our passage talks about Cain and Abel and how there was that jealousy and anger on Cain's part, you're going to break that down a little bit and figure out, what did Cain get so mad about? Why did he need to do this to Abel? And so in your notes, that passage is there, and then the breakdown of how to talk through that. If you need an additional game, then there will be a bag with just different life scenarios in it. And the way that the video breaks down loving means helping. So if you become aware of a situation where help is needed, then to give that help is, or in some way to help, is to be loving. So Nikki's written up a few scenarios, and you'll just pull them in and ask them How could you be a helper? What would it look like to do that? And also noting that there are different ways people would help, and that most of them, I would assume, will be valid because we all have different giftings and things that we notice. So that's what your lesson is. I will send a video in just a second of the sound system and TV system, just in case it's not on when you get here. All right, thanks, leaders.